We're going to be talking about how to invest in stocks no matter how much money you have for beginners coming up.
Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Talib.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're teaching you how to have better money,
Become a better couple,
and live a better life.
This video is being brought to you by Public.com.
Public is a new kind of stock brokerage that makes it possible to buy any stock with any amount of money. Wealth creation has been locked up behind private banks, expensive financial products, and $1,000 stocks for far too long. Public opens the gates by making investing free, social, and slicing stocks into tiny bits so everyone can afford to own a piece of any public company, no matter their wealth or which circles they run in. It's investing that's truly for everyone. There's zero commission, no account minimums. You can own stocks like Amazon with as little as $1. On Public, investors can choose to make their portfolio and real-time investments open to the public. By making investing a social experience, they eliminate the biggest barrier of entry to becoming an investor, not knowing where to start. People can learn from each other, exchange strategies and ideas. They can even follow experienced investors and their friends. For more information, go to public.com or download the Public app in the Google Store or the Apple Store.
All right, listen, we are all about money management. We are all about debt freedom, but we are also about wealth building. And a lot of you all have questions around investing. How do I begin? How do I get started? And so Ty and I wanted to take some time to help you along the way, especially if this is a new concept for you. You know that you should be investing. I think we all know that. There's enough information out there that says such, but in a lot of instances, we don't know how to get started. We have some preconceived notions as to what it takes to get involved and to have some success in investing in the stock market. For some, it can seem like a scary undertaking, and so you just stay away because of the fear. We don't want that. We want you to have the information that you need so that you can make an informed decision when it comes to investing.
Yes, and not only do you guys just have questions in regards to investing in the stock market, because of course you can do that via IRA or 401k, but in this particular video, we're going to talk about how to invest in individual stocks. What is a stock? A stock is simply ownership in a company. So it can be any company that you think of. Maybe you're wearing it, maybe you shop at a particular store. You can own stock in that particular company if they are selling shares. So you can have a certain percentage of ownership, but hey, you can be an owner, so you can't look at it as if, man, I have a little ownership in that state. But first, you want to make sure that when you are investing in individual stocks, you're not just doing it for the now, you're doing it for the long term. So we don't want you to think about the right now, right? A lot of times when people invest, sometimes they think or they want to see immediate returns, right? But you want to make sure that when you're investing in the stock market in individual stocks, that you're doing it for a long term. So you want to be investing for the future. So think about your future, okay?
Make sure that you have goals. Like, we always have ideas, right? But the difference between a goal and an idea is that it's written down. So like Ty said, think about the future and take some time to write it down. Like, what do you want out of investing in the stock market? Set some goals, and that helps you to stay the course when times go up and times go down, because we're talking about the stock market here. So there are going to be times where waves are going to be riding high, and sometimes waves are not riding so high. But when you have goals in mind that you're trying to get to, you'll be able to handle all that comes your way.
That's right. And speaking of goals, that is actually a goal of ours for our children. Our children they're lovers of all things toys and just different things, right? So we want to teach them ownership in purchasing stocks in a particular company that they love, such as maybe Disney. So you can use it as a goal or even as a learning, right? A learning tool for your children, right? To show them the importance of ownership.
The next thing that you want to consider is you want to educate yourself. This is not an undertaking that you should just do frivolously. We're talking about investing, and so it takes a certain level of knowledge. It doesn't mean that you need to go and get a finance degree in college, but what it does mean is you need to take time to read articles, read books, listen to podcasts that center around investing to get a working knowledge so that when you endeavor to put your foot into the pool and start to test this thing out, you're not coming from a place of total ignorance, but you've taken the time to develop the proper mindset and some knowledge so that you can go into it with the right motivation and mentality.
That's right. And it's very, very important that you also investigate or educate yourself in the area of the particular company or that stock that you want to purchase. I recall being a single young woman. I don't even know if I shared this with you before, but one time I invested in some type of stock. It was like a penny stock or something like that. I think I received an email and it kind of just fell for it. So I really had no knowledge around the company per se. And I vowed to myself that I will never do that again. I want to make sure that at least I'm aware of the company. Now, maybe I don't know all of their financial details, but I'm pretty well versed in the area of what it is that they do at the very, very least. It is also very important that you educate yourself around the area of fees, right? You don't want to be paying a lot in commissions and things like that. Now, we know that there are a lot of misconceptions out there. Some of you may even think these thoughts yourself where, hey, I can't invest or buy any type of stock because it's very, very expensive and I have to be making a certain amount of money or be part of this elite club to kind of find out which companies to invest in. But that's not true. As a matter of fact, this video sponsor, Public, is an amazing resource that you definitely want to make sure that you check out. Not only do they have no commission, no fees whatsoever, but you can also purchase individual stocks, fractional stocks, so you don't have to necessarily buy an entire stock or share. And you can invest with any amount. I mean, $1, hey, you can invest with any denomination. Another great feature about Public is that any uninvested cash that you have in your account will earn a 2.5% APY up to $10,000. Like, what? I've never heard of an app that does that for that fact. So hey, if we want to put some money aside, hey, we can allocate monthly to throw cash over into our Public app or our Public account. Any uninvested money is earning money.
Still making money.
Oh my gosh. And another nice feature is that you are backed by SIPC insurance up to $500,000. So you all, they do have insurance and you are covered by SIPC insurance.
What's also really cool is the social aspect of Public, where there are people, a community of people through this app that have the mindset to be investors, and you can see what other people are investing in if they give you access, and you can do it vice versa. And it's good to be in an environment like that because in a lot of instances, the people that are in our real life don't necessarily share this mentality. And so this is a great way through the Public app to be around like-minded people, all pursuing the ability to create wealth.
That's right. You can go to public.com to gain access or search for the Public app in the App Store. Also, the link will be in the description box below.
The next tip we want to give you is to ease into it, man. You're not going to change the world with your first purchase of stock. Again, remember our very first tip was to have a long-term view. So don't try to jump in the game and just buy up every stock that you see. I like that, I like that, I like that. Yeah, give me that, give me that. Ease into it, man. A great way, again, with Public is that you can buy a piece of a stock. A lot of times we want to go for the big home run hitting stocks like, ooh, I think I want Company X, but Company X costs over $1,000 a share. But with this app, you can ease your way into it by just buying a piece of it. You can set how much of a slice of a big company like that you want to buy, and now you have a piece of ownership. And it's just psychologically something about having ownership. You have heard us talk about ownership over and over and over because it's so powerful. And when you can take some time and invest some money and become a fractional or a shareholder in a major company, it feels good. You are creating a legacy. And so ease into it. Don't stay away. Don't run and hide. Don't overdo it. Ease your way into the process. The next thing and the last point we want to give you is don't get emotional. There are going to be fluctuations. The market's going to go up. The market is going to go down. But since you listen to us, you understand that you're in this for the long haul, and you understand in advance that the market will have fluctuation. Therefore, when the fluctuations come, you know to keep your emotions out of it. We are only going to look at the numbers. We're only going to look at the data. We're only going to make sound decisions that are void of emotion. That's the way to be a successful investor. So since you're going to be new at this, know upfront, emotions cannot guide you in your decision making. Leave your emotions out the game and you'll see success.
So we hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget, share this on social media. Just hit the little share button and it will be on its way. Also, if you are not subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Just hit that little subscribe button and click the little bell right next to it to be notified of any new videos that we put out.
All right, guys, that's all we got for this time. It's been great. Until next time, peace.
Bye, y'all.